What's going on, everybody? This is Al from PlaybookGamer.com, and today I want to give you a quick tip on how to practice RPOs in college football 25. Not so much how to run them. There are like 8 million different types of RPOs in this game, but in terms of just approaching how you want to like maybe start a new scheme that's RPO based, what I suggest you do is go into practice mode, select Texas as your offense and defensive team, especially on offense, because their playbook has the most amount of RPOs of any playbook in the entire game. So here we are in practice mode. I'm going to go over to concept, and you go over to option, and it says we got 11 RPO reads, we got 13 peaks, and we got 30 RPO alerts. Well, if you go over to play type and you go to RPO, we got 54 total RPOs. So go to either the concept or the play type, it doesn't matter. Select one, and then go through and see which ones you like. Do you like the idea of running more bubble-based RPOs as you see these three plays right here? What about peaks? Do you want to get more your tight end involved? Notice this RPO read, jet, pop. That's a nifty little play. Then you got read wide flats. You got a lot of built-in motion with a lot of this stuff. But this playbook just gives you so much variety in the terms of routes you can throw to and the type of runs as well. Because notice RPO read bubble, that is a lead read. You look at RPO peak slant, that is a pulling option. That is a gap scheme run. So I'm going to go over like RPO alert, and I'm going to go up and select, let's go like gun wing stack weak. Okay, so that is a 2 wide look. I'm going to go and select that. So another reason why I told you to select Texas as your defensive playbook is, one, they got a really good team, really good roster. So you're going to go up against a good challenge. I think it's best just to pull the Band-Aid straight off real quick. Baptism by fire. I think you just learn quicker that way. Notice their playbook. You got 4-3, 3-4, 5-2, nickel, a nice variety of random fronts that it's worth going up against. So we're using a 2 wide look with this particular play. Let's go up against 4-3. That's normally probably what I would go up against. Just any type of 4-3, 3-4. As long as it's got a couple corners out there, you should be good. So I'm going to go ahead and select 4-3. And in this particular playbook, we got a couple different formations, but you notice that all the options at the bottom. What I always do, I don't care what type of play I'm calling, run, pass, RPO, I always like to use the random option. So you see random under L3, that tells me it's going to just pick random plays from this formation, and I don't know what's coming. I need to see various things one rep after another. For me, it's just easier to learn that way. So I'm going to select L3, and at this point, this is where you just start practicing. I'm not going to cover how to run every single RPO. We don't have enough time for that. But what we can do is I'm just going to go ahead and just run this play, and then you rep it, then you go to the next play, and we may see a different look as you see right here. Now I can maybe go over here. I may get a better look there. This is the whole point of it. I'm seeing different looks, different coverages off of that. See, now they're changing it up a little bit there. So then you pick another play that you like, and you just kind of keep on going from there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select another one. Let's go with like a 3 wide look, like RPO zone alert screen. That's a 3 wide look. Let's go select that. There's a good chance if I'm going up against a 4-3 team, I'll either see the 4-3 or I'll probably see a nickel. Let's go up against nickel, and let's go up against like stack, whatever. It doesn't matter. Pick random 3-3 stack, hit L3, and now I can kind of get a feel of what that linebacker is going to look like, or in this case, it's a safety hanging over my alert on that side. So I'm going to go ahead and select this. Going to get a nice little play going on right here. Really simple, but the next play that pops up, it's going to look a little bit different. Maybe that safety is going to follow that guy, which he does, and then I'm just going to run it with my halfback. So the biggest thing here is to use the Texas playbook because it has pretty much all the main RPO concepts in the game. Run through a bunch of them, find the ones you like, go up against random defenses. Now, here's the thing with the defenses. This particular playbook, the defensive playbook, only has 4-3, 3-4, and 5-2. If you want to go up against 3-3-5, like we went up against, like with the nickel, there's a 3-3-5 there, more or less. It's not technically 3-3-5, but if you want to go up against a true 3-3-5, go find a 3-3-5 defensive playbook and just go up against it. Okay, so at this point, say you really like a particular play, a particular RPO, what I suggest you do is let's go ahead and pick one. I'm going to go over to RPO. Let's go to RPO alert again, and let's go find what's a good one? Let's go find gun you off trips week. So let's say I'm falling in love with that RPO. What I suggest you do is you go over to this website. I'm sure you've been on there before, and it is this format play right here, or site, collegefootball.fan/playbooks. I'll leave a link in the description below. It's just a great database for all the playbooks and plays in the game. So here we are. We're in the playbook section. Go all the way down to Texas. When you go down to Texas, we're going to go down to that play. So what was it? Gun you off. So let's go find that. So there it is. Gun you off trips week. Was that the formation? Let's go ahead and select that. Let's go down here and let's use this one instead. Let's do RPO alert. Let's say I'm falling in love with this particular play. I'm gonna go ahead and select that. And it tells me Texas is the only one that has that particular play. Well, at least now I know, because maybe you don't want to use the Texas playbook. Maybe you want to use something else. Maybe you want to go to like the normal flex close. Maybe you really love this particular play. And guess what? The Texas Tech playbook has it. So maybe you want to go try out the Texas Tech playbook. So either way, that's the whole point of that, of what I'm getting across, is just to go and fool around the Texas playbook, fool around with those RPOs, see the ones you like, and then just kind of work from there. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later.